One of the biggest humps that beginner guitarists struggle to get over is bar chords. And it's totally understandable. They're not easy to play and nobody likes playing them anyway. However, they are incredibly useful in countless situations regardless of the style of music you play. They unfortunately fall under the category of general things you pretty much need to learn to do if you want to grow and advance as a guitarist. And what really sucks is that to play them as efficiently as possible, you need to have really good playing posture and a well-developed sense of energy usage when pressing down strings in the left hand. Both of those things are usually not mastered at the beginner level, so when we learn to play bar chords, we're almost bound to struggle with them. And even when we finally manage to execute them cleanly, it's with a crushing death grip that's not gonna last through a gig. So that brings me to my topic for today. You're not supposed to squeeze the neck. What's this guy talking about? I'll say it again. You're not supposed to squeeze the neck of the guitar, and you're not going to convince me otherwise. If this muscle is ever sore after you've been playing for some extended period of time, you're squeezing the neck. You don't need to. Let me show you what I mean. I'm going to show you on my classical first because this is where this no squeezing idea came to fruition for me. This was literally the first thing my guitar instructor in grad school had to teach me, and just being conscious of it has changed everything about my playing. If your posture is all correct, the neck of the guitar will not be pointing straight off your left side. It should be angled away from your body. This means when you prepare your left hand, your arm makes a nice V. Bring the neck closer to you and your arm gets all scrunched up. This is no good. By keeping the neck pointed away from you, this allows you to use the weight of your arm to push your fingers down on the strings. Look, I don't even need to touch my thumb to the back of the neck to get the notes to sound clear. The only reason your thumb is on the back of the neck is to balance and orient your hand. It should just gently rest there and not push into the wood. Generally, just allowing gravity to work on your upper arm is enough. You don't need much pressure to get notes to sound clear anyway. Try this. Touch a finger to the 4th string at like the 6th fret. Don't press down at all, just touch it. Pluck the string a bit. You should hear a thud. Keep plucking, but start gradually applying pressure until you hear it buzzing, and then hold it there. Take note of how much pressure you're applying. It should be hardly any. Apply a little more until the note sounds clear. How hard are you pressing? Not hard at all. This is why the arm weight thing works. It gives you all the energy you need. Bar chords take a little more pressure because you're using all or most of your fingers, and one is laid out across multiple strings. But you can still use the arm weight just fine. You might need to actively pull your upper arm back a little bit, but it doesn't take much more. Look, I can still do it with my thumb floating. Okay, now how does this work on other types of guitars? Here's an acoustic. Maybe I'm sitting with it on my right leg on a bar stool at an open mic or something. Doesn't matter. Neck, away from your body. My upper arm is not straight up and down at my side. I'm not making a perfect V like with the classical, but it still allows me to leverage the weight of my arm. If you have one of these footstools, they can be useful for bringing the guitar a little higher. It gives your left arm better leverage. Something like this, maybe? You should never have to reach for the guitar. Electric. Boogie, boogie, boogie. I know it looks cool to have your strap wicked loose and your guitar against your thigh, but if you do that, you're going to struggle the instant you have to play anything remotely technical, because you're playing with straight arms and a bent wrist. If you're running around and jumping off stage monitors and only ripping power chords, then it doesn't matter as much. But the strap should bring the guitar to a comfortable height where, again, you can point the neck away from your body. I'm basically imitating my classical posture. But even when I'm playing rock or pop stuff or whatever, I'm still holding the guitar like this because it puts me in the best position to apply all the things I've been talking about. Now, to be clear, I'm not suggesting that beginner guitarists are messing up by trying to play bar chords by squeezing the neck. I mean, they are, but as I said in the beginning, most beginners just don't have the experience and facility to understand and apply these things yet, and that's okay. If they've got the will to get over that horrible hump of mastering bar chords, then they clearly care about improving in some capacity, and they'll learn and refine everything they do over time. All I know is I wish somebody told me not to squeeze the neck a lot sooner. It still blows my mind that the first time someone directly and specifically taught me this was in grad school. So I'm just paying it forward. Try what I showed you here. Be conscious of it as you practice and perform. You will thank yourself for it. That's all for now. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next week.